the 24th day of December 2025. Welcome and a very good morning to you wherever you're joining us this morning. The 24th day, actually the second last financial clinic that we are having this year. And you just want to say a very big asante sana for having been part of this journey, contributing, learning with us, moving with us each and every step in this clinic where we've been talking matters finances. And indeed, we have not stopped bringing you amazing content. This morning, we are going to be talking about smart spending, especially when it comes to Christmas, which is tomorrow, okay? And I know there's a lot of plans out there to go this place, to buy this probably today, do the gifts, or you have done that already. But we are going to talk about smart spending, especially during Christmas time, and also by extension, the New Year. So the last 1 week of 2025, how are you going to be spending your money? My name is Sally Limo. To be part of this amazing conversation, you can join us on 0786316316. That is our WhatsApp line. Just plug in and get to be part of this conversation this beautiful morning, as I'm joined by an amazing panel of a lady and gentleman experts when it comes to matters, guidance, and just showing us the way when it comes to spending during Christmas. I'm joined by the amazing Josephine and Nathan. And Nathan, you're going to start introducing yourself to us, then we go to Josephine. Karibuni.
Thank you so much, Sally, for having me today.
All right.
I'm grateful. My name is Nathan Munyole Sirengo, financial expert. And today I'm happy to be here and looking forward for this kind of conversation.
Amazing. Karibu sana, Nathan. Josephine.
Yes, thank you so much for this opportunity. Yes, my name is Josephine Mambo, and I'm very excited to be here on 24th of December. I can't wait for Christmas, actually.
Right?
Yes,
tomorrow you can't wait kuenda kula machopo. Mapochopocho.
Yes, sure.
Karibuni sana.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and just to start us off, Nathan, today I'll not be ladies first, apana. So mnasema gender balance, sasa tuna balance. Now, Nathan, I'll start with you. Just to start us off, what is smart spending, especially to the average Kenyan, who's somewhere watching today or listening to us? What would that mean to them?
Okay. Smart spending is being intentional with where you want to spend your money. Intentional means you need to know exactly where you want to spend that money. For example, let's say that when it comes to prioritizing, you need to prioritize where you want to spend that kind of money. Because now we can say that because we are in festive season, but now when January comes, people will start saying that January is here. Because now
in terms of hunger.
In terms of hunger. Because you spend everything in December, and now when January comes, you are not in a position to even cater for your bills. So you need to be very intentional on where you want to spend that money and for what reason.
Okay.
I think that is in layman's language.
Okay.
Yes.
And I love what you've just said right there. Prioritization.
Yes.
And you see, with priorities then come the matters of pricing, because when I go to a shop, what are my priorities? And with that, Josephine, then how can someone be able to compare prices and avoid, there are lots of discounts right now. I think since November, we've been having a lot of discounts. How can someone effectively then be able to compare prices and also avoid those fake discounts that are just splashed all over?
Okay, yes, for me, I'll use my own personal experience, how I compare prices. For first, I go online. Many things are online right now. You go online, you Google search the product which you want to buy, everything you'll find the price list. And then there are different platforms, like there is Jumia, there is Kilimall. There are different places where you can find the prices. And also supermarkets nowadays, they have the apps. Now, before you walk out from your house and knowing where you're going to buy some products, you can start from your phone using the apps. You compare the different prices for the different products. And also from there, now you can go outside and window shop, but now knowing where you're going to buy the products. With that, I find it very easy because I know exactly I'm going to find this product from this place at a cheaper price. I'll go, and that one, it helps me to save a lot.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's basically you're saying, like doing window shopping also, but online as well.
Exactly.
Okay. But what do you say about something like Black November? Because
yeah, Black
it becomes
November,
really
sometimes
stressful.
it's a good thing, but you find some people take advantage of the Black November.
Okay.
You find they are saying we are disposing or we're giving a flash sale on a product, but now they are hiking the product. That's why it's good to compare. For example, there are different, the way I've said, the supermarkets nowadays, they have the apps.
Yeah.
Now go to the different apps and compare the prices.
Okay.
Go to the online shops, compare the prices, so that you can be able to know these ones, they are giving us an offer, but it's not, people sometimes they give offers, but it's not an offer.
Yeah.
They just want to tell you it's an offer so that you can go
Because
and buy.
already the mind is...
Yeah, you know it's
okay.
Black November.
Yeah.
In November we buy things cheaply. No, just
Okay.
go and do your research first.
The comparison, prioritization, Nathan says, and you say about comparing those prices.
Exactly.
Nathan, a lot of people, probably me included, overspend during Christmas.
Sure.
Why do you think that happens, and how can we avoid just falling into the pitfalls of overspending, really?
Yes, yes. I think the reason why people overspend during Christmas, sometimes it's about embracing people. You want to embrace people, sometimes even who don't know you, who don't care about you.
Yeah.
But now because you want to spend like them, you need to understand that for you to spend money, you need to understand one thing. For example, if you don't earn like them, don't spend like them.
Oh, wow.
And then another thing also, you can go, I remember there is a time we used to go and take some fish somewhere. So you can say that today I'm not going to take fish, I'm going to just take a cup of coffee. But now when you are there, you see other people now taking fish, and now you are tempted also to take fish.
Yeah.
And you don't have that kind of a budget. Don't do that.
Okay.
Yes, yes, just spend what you think it is okay with you and you can manage. And also in this season, you need to spend with a budget. Have a budget.
Okay.
Know that when I'm going out, I'm going to spend this kind of money. Because I've seen when also you are somewhere, maybe spending money from you are using a mobile app, when the money is almost getting depleted, you'll get a message from the bank. They will tell you that, do you know that you qualify this kind of money? And now, because now you know that if I spend all of it, I will still have some credit somewhere. So you need to be very careful.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Do emotions play a role during this period?
Very true, very true. Because at the end of the day, we need to think with our head, but not our emotions. Because when you use your emotions, maybe you can say that, ushago watu wamenizoea sana. They think that I can't even have a car. So you might be tempted to go and hire a car for them, not for you. You're hiring a car for them, so that now when you go to that village, people will respect you. But after respecting you, when you come to Nairobi or you come to where you are working right now, you find out that you have a lot of debts that you need to solve. And then January also has some school fees to be paid.
A lot of bills.
They have a lot of bills to be paid. So be very careful.
Okay.
If you used to go with a motorbike, and now just go with it first. That time will come. That time will come.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think just for you, a lot of questions I'm landing on you on buying and all that. Are there specific items that maybe are just important to buy or better to buy before Christmas or after Christmas to save money?
Yeah, sure. Because, for example, the cereals, the cereals which I use during Christmas, it's better to buy them before Christmas, like 1st of December or November. You buy them early before the prices hike.
Okay.
Because during Christmas, many people, because of, I can say it's peer pressure, people buy a lot of things, and then January you're like, I bought these things and they were not necessary. So it's good, the way Nathan has said, have a budget, know what you want and what the money you have to spend. So if you have what you're going to buy, at least you'll know I can get these things early, like in November, 1st of December.
Right.
I can buy cereals early. I can buy the unperishable goods early. And then by the time it's Christmas, now you can buy the perishable goods. And then after that, later after Christmas, now you can now start budgeting for other things, maybe for school fees and other things.
And that's actually my next question. What other things should you plan for, before getting into the festive season or, January?
But for me, I suggest people to pay for school fees before they get into Christmas. You know, there is a lot of impulse buying. There is a lot of that peer pressure, because this person has this, I also want to have this. Because this one has a big Christmas tree, I also want to have a big one. Because this one have a white Christmas tree, I also have. This one has a snow Christmas tree, I also want. So because of that peer pressure, it's because for me, I budget early for school fees, for school uniform, everything which the kids need for January. I budget together with the Christmas budget.
Okay.
Yes. By December 31st, I know I should pay school fees this amount. I should buy these things for school. That is for January. And then I should buy this for Christmas celebration.
Okay.
Yes.
So like now, as we are, planning to eat a lot of chicken tomorrow, make merry, people should be doing that with a lot of peace, because you've done that prior, isn't it? Nathan, you had talked about lack of budgeting as one of those pitfalls, What other financial mistakes do you see people making, especially around this period? And specifically, even tomorrow, maybe they're going to make, or even today as we speak. What are those financial mistakes?
Yeah, I know tomorrow is when now maybe people will go out to take some mbuzi. You will call all of your friends, because now maybe you are in the village and now you want people to call you Mwami or Kiongozi. You know, those words doesn't come easily. You need to do something for them. Yes. So now, when you will go there, most of us now, you will end up spending more than what you have. And then when you spend more than what you have, at the end of the day, you will start calling people now to say that, okay, can you lend me 10,000? I will be in a position to refund. So when you hear someone calling you and he wants some 10,000 urgently, it means that they have overstretched when it comes now to budgeting. So when you want to go out, have a budget of it first. If you can't afford to buy that mbuzi, then there is something else for you. There is always something else for you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't do things because others are doing it. I will repeat that. Because at the end of the day, it is you who understands yourself better than anyone else.
Right.
Yeah. You can look rich, but at the end of the day, if you don't have that money, my brother or sister, you will end up maybe in paying loan because you never planned for the same.
So the fake it till you make it? No.
It should never happen.
Okay.
Just be yourself.
All right.
There is nothing much that is changing. There is someone who told me that it's just a transition of calendar. So as far as we are also trying to celebrate Christmas,
it's just a month like any other.
It's just a month like any other.
True.
So we need to be very careful with it. Yes.
You've touched on a very important point right there about getting into debts and loans.
Exactly.
And Josephine, I want you to touch on debt management. How then can we avoid that during this festive season, and even as we get into 2026, planning our financial goals? How do we manage our debts?
Okay, yesterday I updated on my WhatsApp status that Christmas feels better when you're not getting into debt to celebrate.
Okay.
Because many people find themselves, they are getting into debt. They are getting 20,000 so that they can make their friends and family happy. The first thing that you said, it's budgeting. The moment you have a budget, you will not get yourself into debt, because I have 10,000, and this 10,000, I'll buy these and I'll buy these and these and this. Maybe I'll take my kids out, and that will cost me 1,000. I'll buy them food worth 4,000. The moment you have a budget, you'll not find yourself getting into debt.
Okay.
Yes, because at least you know at the back of your mind, this is what I have, and this is what I have to spend.
Okay.
And I'll not impress people by going out taking loans so that I can buy them goods, gifts, or anything. Budget is the key thing here. Yes.
And I love you've touched on the gifts, because it's also a question I was going to ask you. How then do you gift people without overspending? Is there a way that someone can do that?
Yeah, sure. Because at the end of the day, it's the dots that count.
Right.
It's not it's that I give you a car so that you can feel good. I can give you even a book. At least I've thought about you this Christmas period, this holidays period.
Right.
At least I've thought about you. So don't overspend so that you can impress them. At least buy or take them out.
Okay.
Take them out for a walk. Take them for a movie night or something. At least something so that you can be together. It's all about family. I believe Christmas is all about family, being together, coming together, and at least celebrating together with other people. It's not all about, yes, it's good to give.
Yeah.
It's good to appreciate people, to feel, for them to feel appreciated, as in what they should feel like you've thought about them.
Right.
It is the thought that counts, actually. So the moment you've at least give them something which is within your budget, it's good. Don't do a lot of
Don't
things.
overdo.
Don't give them a car.
Okay.
So that they can feel good. Give them something which you can afford.
Right.
Yes.
Is it about the presence or the presents?
It's
so
the
you've just said the
presence.
presence
Exactly.
right there.
Yeah.
Let's speak about savings, because right now there's someone listening or watching us and they're saying, I've already missed. Okay, but they're planning to be better or do better next year, come a time like this. How then can they start saving? What are some of the ideas probably you can advise as a financial coach in terms of saving for a better festive period next year?
Wow, that's a very nice question. When it comes now to planning and saving, there is someone who told me that saving or planning is the biggest act of faith. Having faith is knowing that next year, time like this, we'll still have Christmas on 25th.
Right.
Because there is no day Christmas will move to another day. It will always be on 25th December. It will never come early. It will always come on 25th. So for you to be in a position to enjoy this kind of Christmas, you need to plan for it earlier.
Okay.
You can set aside a given amount of money. For example, if you are planning to take your family out for a holiday, you need to start planning for it now. You need to see it first before it comes to manifestation. Yeah, because for example, if you know now your destination, it will detect how much money you will need when that time comes. Because if you want to go to Diani and maybe you have maybe looked for a given hotel and you know the costings of the hotel, you'll be in a position to factor in everything, so that when that time comes, you have the money already. But now if you are waiting until it is raining for you to look for that umbrella, it will be very expensive for you. Yeah, you'll be it won't work well with you. So I will always encourage our viewers that the best time for you to plan something, it is today. Because I have seen people who says that I will do it one day. Always do it day one. These are two different words with two different meaning. Day one and one day. Yes. So we should be in a position to do it day one. The moment you think of something, that is the best time for you to start doing that kind of something that you want to do. So let us always plan early to avoid this last minute rush.
All right.
Yes.
I love that because when you speak about day one can be even today. As you know, our viewers and listeners are watching, they're sitting or planning to be tomorrow together as a family. It's a perfect time to also discuss finances, isn't it?
Very true.
Let's talk about planning financial goals, because then all this actually fit in very well in terms of financial goals. How then can someone plan their financial goals to also better their lives financially?
Okay, thank you. That is my line of duty.
Right.
Thank you for that question. So planning, it comes, first you have to have the knowledge. The knowledge of how can I plan it, where can I save, how can I actually do this, and with what I get every month or every week, because we have, or daily, because we have different types of earnings. Now you plan yourself. You say daily I get this 1,000. From this 1,000 I can be saving 200 every day. So that by end of the year, by December, at least I have something for my family. At least for the next 5 years, I have something to do for my home, to do at home or something. So it's good at least to have the knowledge first, to know this is the platform which I have, the best platform for me to save. And then from that, now you sit down with yourself. You say, this is what I get monthly, this is what I get weekly, this is what I get every day. So from that, now you set aside at least something. We have the 50-30-20 rule. The 50-30-20 rule means at least 50% should go to your basics. Every day you have transport, you have to pay maybe rent, you have to eat food. Put it to your 50%. Have the 30% maybe for entertainment and everything, and then do the 20% for your saving. Everything you get, 20% should go for saving. 20% every month. Especially me, I've seen people who have discipline, and then they do every month. They say, I'll be setting aside at least 10% of what I get, and with that, they at least at the end of a certain period, they enjoy. something good.
All
Yes.
right. Nathan, how important is it for a couple to sit down and just plan their finances, especially around this time? Because you realize that maybe of course there are two incomes coming in. Is it important for them to sit down and just plan together?
Yeah.
True. It is very important for a family to sit down and do the planning together, because even biblically, a family that prays together and plans together, that is a powerful family. Because when your thoughts are aligned, you are thinking of the same thing as a family. Because you don't want to have this kind of a thing. Maybe the husband wants this to be done this way. The wife thinks that if we stay in Kilelesha, it will be okay. The husband says that no, Kikuyu is still okay. Yeah. So when you sit down as a family and plan and have goals for the family, it is very, very important, because at the end of the day, there is that synergy where now you are thinking of, okay, if I'm getting this and my husband is getting this, then if we are thinking of next year, we want to do a fence, maybe a goal can be even, maybe let's say that where you come from, your parents' home or your family, you have not fenced your home. And that is where now every stray dogs have their meetings each and every night. Now you are thinking of how can we gap this, how can we fence this kind of our home so that this can't happen again. So now you come up with a budget as a family, and then maybe the wife will say that I can be contributing this much and you will be contributing this much, and now we find out where is the best place for us to be putting this money, because we have a lot of financial tools around that we use for this kind of investments. So we can't use one financial tool to achieve all the goals. Yes. Now that is where now experts comes in. So if maybe we can find a way of having them also and helping them on how to make the right decisions and where they are going to put this money. Because if you are thinking of maybe planning, if there is some families that have children, small kids, and now they are thinking of, okay, these kids have 2, 3, 4 years to go to school. Where will the money come from? Now they need to understand where they will be putting that money. If they are thinking of having this festive season next year in Dubai, where will the money come from? Now where they will be putting that money is very, very important. There is a lot of financial tools in the market, and then who understand those kind of tools, they will benefit from the same. Yes. Whatever you don't know will never benefit you.
Sure, very true.
Yes.
I think what you're raising a very critical point right there, that financial planners, financial coaches, financial experts are important. Can we call you tools also when it comes to planning? Because because we always assume that I can do it on my own. I'll Google at YouTube and everything. But I think sometimes it's important to have that personal relationship, isn't it? Let's speak to someone, Josephine, someone who's listening or watching this morning. They're having their breakfast on the Christmas Eve, and they're like, okay, you've said what you've said, but I'm already in the mess, deep into debt and everything. How do they start then coming out of this? They're looking at January and the future looks bleak. How do they get out of that situation?
Getting out of debt is not easy, because first you panic. When you find yourself, yes, I've borrowed from all banks, which I have, I've borrowed from friends. First you panic because you don't know, I don't know where to start. But that's not the solution. You have to get yourself out of that. So the solution is, what do you have at hand now? And if you have something, now start placing that. For example, I have debts of over 100,000, and what I have at hand is 20,000. With that 20,000, which if it's coming every month, you can easily get yourself out of that mess. By every month you say, yes, I have 20,000. I can be spending at least 10,000, and then I pay this person 2,000. Like plan yourself accordingly. Don't panic and now start going for prayers here and there. I know. I see people maybe on TV or on TikTok. They are Pastor, pray for me. I am in debt. No. Plan yourself. Yes. No, this is what I can get this month. I can pay here. I can pay here. Next month I'll get this. I can pay here. And that way, slowly but surely, you'll find yourself you're free from debt. And once you're free from, just avoid those things again. Just now start budgeting. Yes, start budgeting yourself. Start putting yourself in a place where you're not overspending. You're not buying things to impress people the way we were saying.
Yeah.
You're not buying things because other people are buying. Buy things because you have the money. Like, live within your means.
Yeah,
That is what
you've
you say.
budgeted for it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, there's something called delayed gratification.
Yeah, sure.
But I'm thinking, I've been working so hard the whole year. And we all have, right? And then tomorrow is Christmas, and I want to treat myself. Kupatia mwili pole. How possible is it to delay that gratification tomorrow, and yet I want to really tell myself, you know, good job, Sally, pat on the back for myself. Nathan, how do you do that?
Yeah, that's a good thing. You can choose, there is two things involved. You can choose to be happy, but also there is some consequences that might follow. So if you can maybe hold on, if you feel like you never planned for yourself this period well, it is better for you tafuta kuku moja, eat with a family nyumbani. But if you can't afford to go out with all your family members and have fun, please don't go. Because at the end of the day, when you try that, you will end up into debts. And debts means you are eating your tomorrow today. If you borrow for consumption, it means that you are eating your tomorrow today. And finally, that tomorrow will come, but you will not have something to eat. I remember our years when we were in the village. We used to stay with my cousins. We were around 20 kids in the family. I respect my mother so much because
20 kids?
20 kids, yes. So imagine when they make chapatis, everyone will have one at least in the evening. And then we knew that if we are having chapati today, in the morning, everyone will have one chapati for breakfast, for tea. Yeah. But now, some of us were very crafty. We say that, ma'am, wacha nimalizane na yangu leo. Yes. And now when tomorrow comes, when others are taking their chapatis, you are there, you are watching them. Now because your mother can't allow that to happen, anakusaidia tu. But now, if maybe we say that, kama haingekuwa, now you are being given that chapati again with your mother. Now others are eating and you are watching them. How will you feel?
Yeah.
Because that is how you will feel when you come back in Nairobi or maybe the area that you are working from, and now you can't afford to take care of yourself because the money that you are supposed to take care of you that particular time, it is not there because you already spend it. So don't spend money and then suffer. It's better for you to plan for it.
I love that analogy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I think with that, I may want also to take a very short break just to hear from you, our listener and viewer, wherever you are, listening in. Just let me know here in studio, like, what are some of your experiences? One of them is like what Nathan is saying. What are some of your experiences when it comes to spending, especially during Christmas? Remember, all this amazing content is brought to you courtesy of you as our partner, and we want to keep reminding you that we really value, we really are grateful for the help, for the continuous support that you've been giving us. And so if you want to be a partner, remember you can do that through sending the word partner on to 0786316316, and then you can send the word partner. We'll be able to reach out to you and just guide you on how to be. And also you can support us in whatever way God blesses you or touches you. Be a collaborator with us by sending in your support to pay bill number 316316, and the account is your telephone number. Let's listen or hear what you have to say about how you've been spending your Christmas experiences, and then we'll be right back after this very brief break.
Yes, I do. I think people really love to spend more and they will not even regret, because many a times you find that the year is too long and many people pass through a lot of challenges, a lot of ups and downs, and they prefer to spend and just to recuperate their mind and feel better about themselves during these holidays. So people will go out, people will even spend more than they could have spent on their salary, even on one day. So I feel yes, they do. I will even do that myself, so yeah.
Actually, from my point of view, I don't think if they feel any pressure, since for you to spend, actually you must have planned before, because you can't spend like if I'm ready for a holiday, then it means I've been planning for it in the previous days. So literally, I don't think if they feel any pressure. That is my point now.
Yeah, I do, because I feel like most of the people, they have saved a lot during the year, and when it comes to December, they should at least appreciate themselves, reward themselves, and enjoy life. So they end up spending more.
Yeah, I do believe so. Considering during the holiday time for families, it finds school-going children at home. Some of the parents also stay back at home. So generally, compared to when it's not holidays, yeah, it's true they spend more.
Amazing. Happy holidays. If you're joining us at this moment, happy holidays to you, and a very Merry Christmas to you, even as we get into the real Christmas Day tomorrow, the 25th day of December 2025. Welcome back. We're discussing matters spending, especially during the Christmas period. And with me in studio is Josephine Mambo as well as Nathan, who are experts, and they're guiding us on how to do this better, you know. And, Josephine, probably you may pick it up from where we talked about the loans.
Yeah.
I don't know if credit cards are also part of this can we call it a vicious cycle of debts?
Yeah. Sure. Credit card, it's not your money, first of all, because that's money which you've been lent by the bank.
Right.
And you can find yourself in debts because of credit card. But to avoid that, you can make sure you set for me, I have a credit card, but I set a very low limit.
Yeah.
For example, I tell them, yes, I qualify for 100,000, but please do 30,000 for me, because I know this 30,000 I'll be able to return it without difficulty.
Yeah.
Setting at least a small limit for yourself, it saves you a lot.
Okay.
Because credit card, you'll just go to the supermarket. Yes, you see this, you want to buy snacks for your kids so that you can go and impress them. You see something good for yourself, you just go and swipe.
Yeah.
And at the back of your mind, you don't know, hey, I've spent a lot of money at the end. But once you have a limit, even if it's 10,000, at least you know this limit, I'll be able to pay it without straining or something. Yes, credit cards can get you into debt, but the best thing is put a limit. Put a limit. Don't do 100K because the bank is telling you you qualify for a credit card for 100K.
Right.
Give them a limit. Tell them, yes, give me the credit card, but give me with at least small amount.
Okay.
Yes.
Nathan, what's your take on credit cards?
Yeah, credit cards are good, but they are good when you have planned for the same.
Yeah.
Because credit card should come as a way of emergency. In case something happens and maybe you can't reach your money, that is the best way to go. You can use your credit cards. But I've seen people, because they have credit cards, they go around maybe using it without thinking about it very well. Because sometimes you might end up, maybe because you think that this is not your money, you are using someone else's money. But now there is no one who is in business to make a loss. There is always a catch. So if something happens and you delay paying that credit card, is when you will realize what that thing will do to you. So credit card should be just for emergency, for short emergencies, just as Josephine has said. Do a shorter limit, because credit card can lead you to debts, and it will be very difficult for you to get out of those debts.
Okay.
It is good for you just to budget with whatever you have.
All right.
Budget with whatever you have. You have to avoid getting into debts without knowing.
Okay.
Yes.
I really hear you guys a lot talking about living within your means is what you're really hammering. And I think it's a very important message right now, especially to our audience out there. You know, live within your means. Don't be under any pressure. That is what we are being told this morning. You know, those wisdom nuggets that we're being given this morning. But now, when you look at this period, probably, maybe not now, but even in future, is this a good time to invest?
Yeah, sure. You know, investing, you don't take a break from investing. You invest from January to January. And the best thing is automating your investments.
Okay.
And that is what we encourage. For example, you say, I love to set a standing order every month to be coming from my current account to my saving account, at least 10,000 every month. You know, at least it's something which you are used to. You don't say it's Christmas now, I'll not do my 10,000 saving, I'll not do my 20,000 saving. But because you automate, in fact, I see many people saving more during December or Christmas because they've been doing a small saving from January, and now December they have the lump sum. They take the lump sum. For example, you've saved and now you have maybe 200,000. You take your 100K and you say, these are 100 I'll do for Christmas, and there's the 100,000 I'll do for saving. Many people do that, and I also do that because I have a platform where I save from January to December, and then when it's December, I know I have some money to spend and I have some money to save. So it's also some good time. You don't say there is some good time to save. You save from January to January.
Fantastic.
There is no break in saving.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let's talk about good shopping habits. You know, already people have shopped, I know, but still, there are people who might be shopping today being Wednesday, tomorrow, Thursday, there are shops which will be open. What are those good shopping habits that even we should be able to learn and practice early enough?
Yeah. For me, what I do when I want to go for shopping, most of the time I do a shopping list. You need to have a shopping list so that you only buy things you need.
Right.
Because when you don't have shopping list, you will end up forgetting important things and buying things that you might never, you don't need. So when you have a shopping list, it will tell you whatever you want to take. For example, I always use this example. For example, for someone who has goals is also like a shopping list. Because when you have a shopping list, it will always direct you to exactly the things that you want to do. And also when you have a shopping list, you will take the shortest time in the supermarket as possible. Because when you don't have it, you will always be hovering around with kids. And another thing, if you can avoid going with kids,
I wanted to release that.
Avoid going with kids to shop this season, because they end up picking things and you pay the money that you don't have. And another thing also, if you want to go and shop with kids, make sure that you eat. Yes, when you have already eaten, because when you go to a supermarket,
the cravings.
They end up,
you as an adult, by the way, right?
So have a budget for it, and also shop using a shopping list. It will help you to avoid purchasing things that you don't need. And also maybe if you want to gift people, this is the best time for gifting people. And also if you need to gift people, gift within that budget. When you buy things for them, just do it within the limit that you have. Usiende useme ati if I go with this kind of a shopping, it is too small. You'll start saying that now this guy has come here with this small shopping.
It's the thought that counts, like
that is it.
I love those tips that you give, especially for shopping. I was going to ask you guys, is it prudent to go with kids for shopping?
No.
Because especially the young ones, and then with the lights and all the decorations and everything. Okay, let's talk about food again. Hosting. You know, during this period, is it better to host or to visit?
Yes.
To eat out, or to host or visit family or friends? Which one then helps you to, kitambo kwa naita kudoya. I don't know if that's the right one. Is it better to go visit, or is it better for you to host people? And how do you balance that out?
Okay, as for me, I like hosting. I like cooking for people, and then I call them in my house, and then we come eat as a family. But that is very costly, by the way. It is very costly. And you know, what I suggest is maybe if it's a family, you can co-share. You can say, if it's me who is hosting, then they can help me to purchase some things. You can co-share the cost. So that when it's, if it's your brothers and sisters, they'll understand. They'll not say, oh, this one is calling us into their house and then they're telling us to co-share. It's Christmas, they have to share. No. it's Christmas, but we have to live within our budget. Yes, for me, I'll prefer hosting.
Okay.
But I'll also, maybe if it's my family, we will co-share the cost.
Good
but
idea.
if it's my visitors, I'll not mind hosting them and then making sure that they are comfortable in my house.
Okay.
Yes.
How would you prefer to do it in your home?
I'll take them out for nyama choma. And if I've decided that it is only nyama choma, then we do nyama choma. If you need anything extra, that one will be on you.
Yeah.
If you feel like there is a bottle that you want it to be on the table, that one you can, you are not restricted, but now it will come from your side.
Hey, from where you come, I think you're a typical person from that side. But it's because you budgeted for that.
Very true, yeah.
It's
because
called-
I
and you
have
don't
a budget,
surpass your limit.
Yeah,
Very
sure.
true.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you look at long-term investment, back to investing,
Yes.
and short-term investment, let's say someone is thinking of doing that now as they're watching us, they're like, oh,
Yeah.
you've talked about January to December.
Yeah.
If they're to start now, what would be your advice to them in terms
You know,
of long-term and short?
Okay, thank you. You know, January to December, it's a short term. It's not a long term. For us, long term, we talk to like 10 years,
Exactly.
5 years. That is a long term saving. And short term is like 1 year.
And many as well.
Yeah.
Speak about to that as well.
You know, many people, when I sit down with people and we talk finance,
Yeah.
we set aside at least something for short term and something for long term.
Okay.
Because long term, maybe we can be having long term goals like the education of your kids. You know, your kids will still go to school. If they are 4 years old, they still go to junior secondary when they are 12. They still go to university when they are 18. And that's a long term goal, which you must do. Yeah, so you can decide, I'll have a long-term plan and I'll have a short-term plan. A short-term plan is like a money market plan. A money market plan is where a platform is where you at least put your money, but you can withdraw. Like from January to December, you say every month I'll be doing at least 5,000 in my money market, and then by December at least I'll have earned some interest.
Okay.
And then by December I'll withdraw my money and do 1, 2, 3. And then the long-term is the way I've talked about, like you say 10 years, in the next 5 years, in the next 8 years, I want to be at least saving something every month. So that it can grow and I get a lump sum at the end of the period. Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
A lot of people, as we shop, there's a lot of online buying, like Josephine had mentioned, Nathan. How can one protect themselves? Because even fraudsters are also out on the look. Hata wanatafuta January money, no?
Very true.
How can people just be on the lookout for those fraudsters during this period?
What I do, my things, I think it is a bit different from Josephine, which is still okay, I think, but I can share my experience. For this festive season, when you look online and you look for those prices, and you find that when you go at this particular place, it is much more affordable than going to a given kind of a nini. And then another thing that I want people to understand, no one is in this business to make laws. Everyone is here to make a profit. So if you see people that are telling you that they are giving you 50% off, it is not true. It is not true. They are telling you to go there because they know there is some other things that you'll be interested in. Yes. So they know that when you will get this one, there is some other things that you'll always buy at the end of the day. So they are just attracting you to go and do some impulse buying so that now you can also promote them. And there is something that has been happening. I won't mention the place, but there are some cooking oil that was in offer. And then people were buying it. They were saying that at least 2 or 3 per family. But now you find someone anaenda anachukua 3, then you send your wife, you send your house girl. So we saw a guy with oil, a boot full of oil. So we are finding out that so what will you use it to do? Because at the end of the day, you don't need it
at the time.
Yeah, you don't need it at the time.
Is it that planning? Is budgeting for the January?
For future.
Because I know it was something 2 weeks ago.
Yes. What if it is about to expire? Those are the things that you should
And we don't think of that. by the
Yeah,
way.
and you don't check.
So those are the things that you should always ask yourself.
Yeah.
So if you find out that there is some places that are giving some good prices, it is good for you to go
What's the
there
catch?
and also just buy the things that you need at
Okay.
that particular time. Don't buy things because they're on offer. I don't
I
think.
think I actually experienced that. I saw people with cartons.
Yes.
And cartons. And so
Yes.
even as you're shopping, you could not leave your trolley because if you leave, that oil will be stolen. It was that bad. It was that bad, you know. And you know, just let's talk about children as well, because they're also in this mix of shopping with us. Is this, can parents take this opportunity maybe to teach their children about money during this period?
Yeah, sure. Like something I read somewhere that you should not teach your children about material things every time that you're giving them 100 bob, especially when they're young.
Yeah.
You should teach them about emotional. They call them emotional gifts. I don't know if we call them emotional gifts. You can take them out for a dinner. You can take them out for a movie night. At least when you're there with them, they'll appreciate it more, and also they'll live remembering about that more than when you don't have their time and you give them 1,000 bob to go and buy snacks and 1, 2, 3. But when you allocate some time for them, at least today in the evening after work from 5 or from 6, I'll be with them for a movie night. I build them, at least they'll feel better and they'll feel appreciated other than giving them the money. But also it is good to gift them. Like my daughter, I've already placed an order. Like this birthday, I need a bike. This birthday, I need, like she always has something for the, but at least give them that so that they can appreciate that my parent gives me something, but don't teach them material things. But
okay.
Yes, sorry. Also, you can teach them about saving. Yes, like there is the I don't know we
piggy
call
bank.
it. Yes, the piggy bank. There is that. I use that for my kid. So you can teach them every day when I give. I'll be giving you this amount. Put that in your bank. Put that in your bank. With that, they'll grow knowing at least I need to save.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nathan, your experience what would be your comment on teaching kids about money, especially during this period? They're seeing us spending.
Yeah.
They're seeing us doing this and that. What is your opinion on that?
Yes, I think I will add something on just what Josephina said. When they have that home banking, teach them on how to use that home banking and also teach them the importance of having that investment. Because investment is not an event. It's not something that happens once and it is done. It is a process. And that's why when I talk to my son, I will always tell him that, what do you need? He will tell you that I need a bike. It is not very, very, very good each and every time when your daughter or your son tells you something and you can't bring it. Sometimes you ask them maybe, for example, if the bike costs, let's say that maybe 12,000, a good bike, and then he needs that kind of a bike, then you will be telling him, always remind me on a weekly basis to give you 1,000 we save in that home bank, so that within this period of time we will have the money ready for that bike. So he will know that for you to get something, there is something to be done. So he will understand that if you need to purchase something, there is a process,
a sacrifice
to be,
that you need to make. Okay. And would you then encourage parents to, when a child, you give them something, a token of appreciation, and they do something, so that you also teach them how to save? Because where are they getting this money from? They don't work.
Okay. Like, when they're young, maybe they're 4 or 5 years, they don't work. And then, so it is you who is giving them the money. For me, I give them maybe daily or weekly. I tell this money is for their bank. And that bank has a goal. Like the way Nathan has said, this bank we're saving so that we can buy a bike. We are saving so that we can buy a dress which you told me you want. At least they have a goal. They know at the end of saving, we are going to buy something. Yes, but you should just give them a token, but they should know where to take it.
Sometimes we believe that as an individual, and someone probably who's watching is also like, or listening in, is like, I think I'm okay. I've spent so well this Christmas. But are there some red flags maybe, and I'm not aware of, or they're not aware of, that you can look out for and say, you are not a smart spender? Any signs of not a very smart spender?
Yeah, there is a lot of them. There is a lot of them. Maybe when you go out, maybe for a drink with your family, sometimes you can choose that, let me go out and, for example, for those people who are traveling, let me use that kind of an example. You're traveling maybe up country, and then you have decided that we will pass somewhere and have maybe coffee as we proceed. But then when it reaches that particular time, you realize that, okay, we can change what you are supposed to take. Instead of taking coffee, now because everyone here is taking meat, we can choose to take meat. And maybe the meat was not on our budget. Then it means that at the end of the day, you are going to spend more. And also, even if you are not going to spend more, or if you are going to spend more on that, it means that that money was maybe supposed to be spent somewhere else. So there is a gap that you are creating. You will need some other money to come and fill this gap. And also, when you want to see that someone is not being a good spender, you can go somewhere. And for those people who like going to listen to rumba, like me, I go somewhere, listen to rumba, and then you become very happy. When you become very happy, you find that you want to tip something. So when you are tipping 2,000 or 3,000, it means that this 3,000, it is not just for a tip. There is a point where you will still need it. So it means that you will go somewhere else to look for this money. And then when you do these kind of things, you will end up now affecting your long-term goals. Because the money that was supposed to go for a long-term, now you will need that money at that particular point. And then you have seen clients, let me say that you have seen clients when they have spent money for emergency. And now there is something that needs to be done. Wanakuja wanasema, na that money that I was saving for my kid, is it possible that I can pull out something? So it means that now you have decided that your son or your daughter is no longer going to school because you are eating his or her school fees. Yes. So that is a red flag that shows that someone is spending more than, or is doing more than what he can manage. So make sure that you can only buy what you can manage. Yes.
And I think when you talked about going somewhere and, you go somewhere and you're eating, could maybe pack snacks from home also be an option?
Sure.
As you travel on your way.
That's a good option. It helps in saving at the end of the day.
All right. Let's speak about, because we had talked about emotional shopping. How can I differentiate, or how can one differentiate? This is emotional spending, and this other one is value-based. How can I differentiate the two? How can someone do that?
Value-based, it's you buying because you want, or I can say because you value it. You need it. Because you've come from the house and you've seen there is 1, 2, 3 things which are needed. You go to shop and then you find them. Emotional is when you're there and then you feel like I want to make my kids happy, I want to make my parents happy, and then you're there doing a lot of it, shopping and shopping and shopping. That's the difference. But valuing is then when this is my mom needs this, so I have to buy. But emotional is I want to buy this so that I can make my mom happy. I want to buy this so that I can make my kid happy. There is the difference. There is the difference. That is where the difference comes from. Now. Yes, and it's good. If it's emotional, yes, it's good to make other people happy, to make sure they see that you're thinking about them. But now, do you have the money to do that? Yes.
When you talk about the emergency fund, Nathan, for example, we are traveling and we're in the festive season, like now we're in today's 24th, tomorrow 25th, and all through the year to 1st. And you've budgeted, yes. Then an emergency pops up during the festive season, not like hospital or anything, but a festive emergency. Can I touch that emergency fund then?
Yeah, that's a good question. First of all, emergency fund is somewhere where you have put your money, at least the money that can take care of you, at least for, let's say, for 3 or 6 months without you working. It means that for you, if you like going out, doing everything, you can still do those things within 6 or 3 months without maybe looking for money or borrowing. So if it comes a point where now you need to get money out of your emergency fund, maybe like 10,000, like 20,000 or 30,000 during this emergency during this festive season, because tomorrow now we are going out with our families and everything. You are allowed to do so. You are allowed to do so, but just know that you need to pay yourself that money back, because we have borrowed money from ourselves, but we never pay ourselves. Yani wewe unajikopa, but you don't pay back. So you find out that now you have depleted your emergency fund because you told yourself that each and every time you have a small emergency, you go for that money. And then another thing, before you breaking into your emergency account, also think of other alternatives. Think of other alternatives. You need to create a good social circle where if you need money now, how many people in your phone can you give them a call and they will send you money? For example, if today you needed something like 100,000 and you already have it in the bank, but now because your money is in an emergency fund or in a locked saving, where if you need that money, you need to go and queue in the bank for you to get that money. Today's on a Friday and it is a holiday maybe, and you need to you need to get that money before Monday. And if it is Friday and it is a holiday, then you can't access your bank. Who will you call?
Exactly.
Where will that money come from?
Questions to ponder on. As you know, as we said, as we're having breakfast this morning on the Christmas Eve. So wajiulize hayo maswali. Okay. Traveling, of course, there's a lot of traveling. Others have traveled, but there are people who live not so far from Nairobi and they're planning to travel, Josephine. So how are there any cost-effective ways, probably when it comes to fuel saving, transport, accommodation? Are there ways that people can look at and save a coin here and there?
Yes, there are. Number one is carpooling. For example, you're traveling to the same place and you have sisters and brothers and you all have cars. Rather than using different cars, you can decide we are going to use a certain car which is at least bigger and we carpool so that we can save on fuel. That is number one. Number two, I cannot say people to use matatu. If you have a car, don't use matatu. But if you don't have a car, don't go to car hire. You know, this is the time people car hire so that they can go to the village. Yes, and they are called kiongozi the way, and they are respected. Yes, but many people do car hire, and then at the end of the day, when you return that car, you're like, I've paid 20,000, and that 20,000 could have taken me through January. Could have taken me. I could have paid at least some school fees for my kids. Yes, so at least budget well. Carpooling, it's one of the best. It helps save, because when you people, you're not so many, and to have a car which you can at least use. That is the best way to save.
Wow. So just as we wind up, maybe you can speak to using the cash reward points. You know those points you're given at the supermarket, and then you give your parting shot and wish your family a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Sally. I think one last thing that I will tell our audience is it is good for us to always have a plan. Yes, planning is everything, because planning is having faith about tomorrow. We don't live by hope. Hope is not a strategy. Hope is, let me not use that word, but we can't live on hope. We need to live by faith, and that faith comes by planning. Plan for your family education, plan for your family emergencies, plan for your family holidays, plan it early. Plan it early. Unasemanga early in a day, early in a week, and also early in the year. This is the best time for people to plan, because I know most of the companies have already paid people. And then now you will find out that there is some people who are avoiding to pay rent first. They are waiting until they come back from holidays. I can guarantee you will come and you will not have that money. And also, when you have a budget of a given bills that you need to pay, please pay your bills first before you go to this festive season. You might be tempted to spend that money And then when you have already spent money and you have taken pictures on social media, and your landlord is watching you, so when you will come back and start giving him stories, he will not forgive you.
Please wish your family, wish them well for this Christmas.
I want to wish my family of Sirengos a happy and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. All my sisters, my mother Gladys, and my father Francis Sirengo. I wish you a Merry Christmas. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Merry Christmas to you too.
Thank you.
Josephine, to you also, Merry Christmas to your family.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for the show, Sally. I really appreciate. I hope our viewers have learned one or two things. And I'm really excited about that. So I'd like to wish a Merry Christmas to my family. We are Ndulu family, and my friends, my cousins. I really appreciate them. They've supported me. I had an event and I was really supported. I really appreciate them. Merry Christmas to everyone who is watching me. Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas. May God bless you.
Amen. Merry Christmas, guys. Thank you so much for making this show amazing, giving us real life experiences, things that you've actually experienced. Asanteni sana na mwena Christmas njema. Thank you so much also to you, my viewer and listener, wherever you are. I just want to say a very big thank you, because even just to sit and watch us this morning is actually a sacrifice, and we want to say asante sana. Remember, we value you, we treasure you, and we want to see you again safe next year, not just financially, but also physically and emotionally, right here on Family Matters. So may God bless you and keep you, and may He shine His face upon you, and may you celebrate this Christmas with Him being the reason for the season. Remember, the paybill number again is 316. Account number is your telephone number, and we also have our cooperative bank account, which will be right now on your screen, and the account number is 0113 6000799 and the account name is TBN Family Media. Bye for now, and a very Merry Christmas. Bye for now.